So today, you're going to learn some key strategies that you can use on how to stand out as a UX designer. Hi everyone, this is Wallace TV, where you can improve your life through creative advice. And today, my name is Leif Wallace, and I want to share with you some key strategies on how you can stand out as a UX designer. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely subscribe. All right, so I want to talk to you about how to stand out as a UX designer. And the key things I want to talk to you about, or where I want to help you get to today, is a place of clarity. Not just about who you are, but also more so about the role you want to play with who you're working with and wherever you're going to work. Now, as we focus on today, the first thing I want you to do, let's just go straight in there, is to get 3 dream clients, 3 dream agencies that you specifically want to work with. This is not about your friend or anybody else around you. Who do you want to work with? And let's make that clear. Let's write that down. 1, 2, 3. You can pause this video when you're ready, or you can take time and just write it down. The next thing I want you to do is to create an artboard. You want to create an artboard of whomever you want to work with. I'll give an example here. This is a company called Basic Agency. They're based in America, and I really love their work. I mean, I follow everything they do. I watch all their videos. I just love who they work with. Man, they've worked with Nikon. This brand specifically is called BB Dakota. And I literally just laid out all of the screens that I really liked from the work that they did. And I was like, all right, I would love to work with a company like this. I love work like that. I love UX. Me personally, I like the whole working with lifestyle brands, working with brands that are creating impact in society. I like that kind of thing. This is a kind of fashion brand. My wife really liked it as well, and it really made me start getting my juices going. That's the kind of company I would like to work with. Somebody that creatively sparks me, gets me going, and think also about why you want to work with them. So that's why I talk about the creative juices, how the UX was working. That really got me going, right? And what do you admire about these companies? All of these companies that you see here, they all have a little angle, or they all like to work with certain types of clients, as well as they need to pay the bills, but they have a certain thing that they're going with or that they go for, right? What qualifies you to work with this agency? What qualifies you to work with this agency? Maybe it's your knowledge, your skills, the passion you have, or maybe it's the past work that you've worked on, right? And be very clear and specific about what qualifies you, you know, and write that down as well. Don't hold back, just think, spend the time and write that down. The next thing I want to say is, all right, if you were to work with them, how could you bring them value? I'll give an example, right? I remember about 6-7 years ago, I was working with this guy. He was based in America and I was remotely working here in the UK. And as I was working with him, he needed somebody to come on board as a designer. But I was quite young in my career, so I didn't have the experience to work with the level of clients that he was able to bring to the table. So I said to him, look, I'm happy to work with it, but I need your design direction on it. And he was like, yeah, I'm happy. And he's like, I just need somebody to help me knock out these wireframes, to help me do this UI work for this client to get it out the door. Now, how it brought value to him, he was able to save money, and I was able to produce and work with him and do everything on time. And I got value because my skill set within that, I think it was 12 months to half a year I worked with him, about to a year and a half I worked with him. My skill set improved rapidly than if I was just working a big conglomerate with everybody in their specific role, which has its value, but working in a small entity where things needed to be produced rapidly, I did have to work longer days and it was a lot harder, but my skill set, wow, just improved radically. So, you know, what value can you bring to the table? So maybe it's your confidence, maybe for you it's your influence, your resilience, your friendliness, positivity, your leadership skills, your persuasive skills, pragmatism, your courage, your empathy, your ability to sell. Maybe it's your curiosity. More specifically and importantly, your ability to solve problems. As a UX designer, you are primarily a problem solver. And also your creativity. You know, think about the value you can bring to them. Make sure you're clear about that for you. Write that down and let's keep going. Let me go on to the next one. So think about this: consistent, strategic, quality work. And I'm going to break this down with you. I got this method from a guy named Sean Cannell. And it's really helped me as well in my own personal life to be able to do better work, right? So first of all, when it comes on to consistent work, definitely do that as well, but also think about the where you publish. Now, where you publish can't just be, I put it on the sites like everybody else. It's consistent, strategic. Remember that word strategic, and then quality work. Definitely improve your work, but if it's on Vimeo, yes, you can use it as a platform, but maybe you host a video on Vimeo, but put it on your website and put that video also in a Medium article. You see what I'm saying, guys? You use one platform, but you use that platform in multiple other areas for your work to be seen by your potential employer, potential client, right? And if you're using like a Vimeo or a YouTube, maybe you may not be like me, who loves to do like in front of the camera, sharing your thoughts and ideas. Maybe you might just want to do a screen record of a tip, a strategy, a tool that you're using to help somebody with their productivity, some way that you've helped another brand. Maybe it's a breakdown of how you worked with a client, of how you worked on a project. Do stuff like that, guys. And these are the simple things that help you to stand out. You never know what could be the kind of entering wedge, I like to call, for you to get to that next big break, right? You got Twitter, you got Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Behance. All of these you'd need to be using as your kind of like vehicle to get you in front of the right people, right? So when it comes onto like strategic content, right? So you've got your resume and you've got your PDF portfolio, for example, if you're still using PDFs, right? But your website should be a place where people can already see your work outside of your PDF. Your website should almost be a repeat of the PDF, because not everybody's going to download a PDF. There could be restrictions in certain companies on downloading PDFs because of different viruses that's happening now. I don't know. So make sure you think about the UX of employing you. That's what we call it, right? The UX of employing you, right? Think about that. How is the experience going to be for a potential employer and for a potential client, right? And make sure your website is very clear, is very consistent and strategic in the way that it's delivering information to the person on the end, right? Publish your work on Dribbble. A lot of designers say they also get work on Dribbble. Personally, I don't. I get a lot of my work through LinkedIn. But if you do use Dribbble and Behance, use those as locations to showcase your work. But when you showcase your work, don't just do what everybody else does. If you look on Behance, for example, break down step by step from beginning to end. What was the development? What was the process from A to B? Don't just show me a finalized, finished, beautiful project. Show me something of how you actually solved a problem. How do people get in touch with you? Now, if you look at this, consistent, strategic, quality content now. Whatever you're producing, make sure it's consistent, it's strategic, it's quality, and it's content. Now watch this. There's you. You're on LinkedIn, right? You've got Twitter, you've got Medium, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you've got YouTube. All of these, plus your personal website, right, are areas that people can get in touch, but also where you can publish your content. You can even add Behance, you can even add Dribbble as well. Me personally, I don't get work that way. So I'm speaking to you about how I can get work, right? How I get work. Now, LinkedIn for me is primary, it's number one. I see it as my proactive tool for me to get to the right people, right? Okay. Now, I'll show you how I do it on my personal site, for example, right? On my personal site, in the hero, I make it very clear. UX designer and brand strategist, very clear. For those of you who want to know, I use WordPress to build my website, and I use a theme called Salient Theme. Salient Theme, SALIENT. Salient theme. You can find it on ThemeForest. I use ThemeForest. I downloaded it from ThemeForest. I followed the instructions and I just built my page how I wanted it, right? So you want to make it very clear who you are. I'm a UX designer, brand strategist, and I have a little short description. I use design thinking to help innovative brands design better web products, digital products, websites, and campaigns, right? And I did that there. Click that play button, you get a video. Me talking about UX design again. It's another reinforcement, visual, text, audio of me building my brand right from my website, right? Then as you scroll down the page, there's free links to articles that I write. You also have portfolio, so you can see my work that I do. There's so much more work in my PDF portfolio as well. You've also got thoughts from people I've worked with. You definitely want this, guys. You'll be so surprised. And for many of you starting out, one thing I can say is that try and do free work, because even though you may not be getting paid, when you do free work, you get these. You get testimonials. You get people who are really willing to vouch for you, who can speak for you. And sometimes in the beginning of your career, you want to position yourself for greatness. And the way to do that in the free work is not just, okay, let me just do something for free. Also get something else on the back of it. Maybe even get a video testimonial. Get your phone out. The cameras on these phones are so good nowadays. You can HD, get a video testimonial and put that online And that's something you can have on your website. You know, that steps up, that helps you to stand out more than the other person. And also don't forget contact information. Quick link to my portfolio and also a contact me as well. You know, my current page, I've changed it and you can check it out to see what it looks like. But this is basically a simple, and then for a subscribe button for those who may not be an employer, but they want to see more, hear more from me. Definitely do that as well, guys. You know, you want to start building your brand. You want to get yourself out there, position yourself for greatness. So like I said, think strategically, guys. Don't just think, you know what, hey guys, man, I did LinkedIn Leaf. Like, I've done that already. Nah, there's more you can do. So, and especially with LinkedIn, you want to put yourself in a position where you get your LinkedIn right and you want to be calling a minimum or contacting a minimum of 10 to 12 recruiters and agencies a day. That's how I move and that's how I got the work I did. Some people aren't willing to put in the work, but you need to ask yourself, if I want to get to where I want to be, what kind of work or what kind of energy do I need to put in to get to that goal, okay? Now, powerful takeaways that I can share with you. One, make it easy to find the contact details via your website, right? Make download links to your portfolio and your CV extremely clear to find also. And number 3, be very clear on who you are, and especially when they land on your website, use the 5-second rule. 5-second rule means that within 5 seconds, do they know who I am? Do they know what I'm about? And can they get in touch with me very clearly if they scroll down my page, if there's a link there? Just use 5 seconds just in everything that you do, right? Be clear on who you want to work with. I can't stress this enough. So many people are like, I'll work with anyone, I'll work for anyone. I get you may need a job, but the more specific you are about who you want to work with, the easier it is for you to communicate your work, because you start spending time to learn more about the industry, learn more about the client, learn more about the work. Trust me, guys, you know, be very specific and get yourself to a place of clarity. Number 5, know what skills you are strongest at, and I would also even add what you are weakest at. Because when you know what you're strongest at that present moment in time in your career, then it may be you're strongest at your soft skills more than your technical skills. Your soft skills meaning your ability to facilitate, your ability to communicate, your ability to work hard in a team as well. Those types of things we call your soft skills, and your technical skills are like your wireframing, your designing, your research skills. All of those things can be developed over time, right? Number 6, know what skills you are looking to learn and how to make yourself a better designer. Definitely look at what you're learning, want to learn as well. Now, test and refine your strategies. In other words, you know, I put something on LinkedIn, is it getting viewed? Why is it not getting reviewed? Let me think about that. I put something on Instagram, it's not getting viewed. Why is it not working? Let me review that. To always be looking to test and refine what you do. Ask questions from mentors to learn and improve consistently. And I would definitely stress at getting a mentor. I have a mentor myself, really helping me personally in areas of my life that I want to improve in, and I definitely strongly advise you to go and get a mentor. You know, if in any way my videos work as a mentorship for you, fantastic. Definitely use it. Go and actually apply this in your own life, guys. Number 8, use social media strategically. I can't stress this enough. I mean, use it strategically. Those platforms connect you to real people. Use it as a gateway for the connection, for the communication, but don't just use it as, let me just promote what I ate last night and all this stuff. Well, it's up to you. You can use it however you want, but for me, I knew that I wanted to use it strategically because I wanted to get clients and I wanted to get work. And especially for those who are like me, who are using it for this point, definitely use it strategically as well. Number 9, contact as much agencies as possible that match your goals. Now, some people's goals they just want a simple little job and they want to do their thing. But for those of you who watch this channel, I know that you're not like that. If you watch this channel, then you're like, you know, minimum 10, minimum 50, minimum 20. You want to be doing a minimum per day in double figures. You don't want to be holding back. That's why I say LinkedIn works better for me, because with Dribbble, although it's a good platform to showcase your work, people have to find you amongst the noise of other great designers. Whereas on LinkedIn, it's not where designers are showcasing their work, right? So you can even do that on LinkedIn, and you can reach out to the recruitment firms directly. You can reach out to the recruiters directly. You can go on websites of potential companies who might have bad UX on their site. Then you can go on LinkedIn and you can find out who owns the company, who's head of the marketing department, who's head of the creative department. So guys, I'm telling you straight, for me personally, LinkedIn is the way to get yourself out there. and I personally use it a lot. I'm not saying not to use the other platforms. That's why I say be strategic. Use the other platforms as well, but know what works best. And that works best for me, and I want to share that with you. So on emails, I'm going to be going in on how to use LinkedIn effectively as well. All right. Next thing is, now your goal is to go out and contact people. Get yourself right. Follow the steps I said in this video, and go and contact people. Don't hold back. I mean, so many people are like scared to contact people. Look, guys, I was scared in the beginning, but I remember, like, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is someone's going to say no. And if somebody says no to you, it's just 2 letters that have no actual effect on my bank account before they said it and after they said it. But the more no's you get, the closer you are to a yes. So reframe the way you see these things. Don't just see it as, oh man, they keep shutting me down. See it as, oh, I'm getting closer to that yes of the person I want to work with, because I was clear about who I want to work with. Are you seeing what we're saying, guys? So trust me, guys, go out there. I know if you're watching this channel, you are a very proactive individual and you want to do more and do better for your life. So definitely go out there, contact more people. And today, I just want to say thank you for watching Wallace TV, where you can improve your life through creative advice. Follow me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Keep in touch, let me know. You can even message me on LinkedIn if you want. Contact me via email. Subscribe and follow and get my newsletters. You got some news. I'm sharing some weekly insights, guys. Every week I'm sharing tips and strategies on some great stuff in UX. So I want to thank you for watching today. You can improve your life through creative advice. Take these steps and do better for yourself. I hope you do well. Have a great day and keep working hard. Don't forget to download my free 25-point UX design checklist. It's really great. It's a checklist that will allow you to go through some of the key things that we may forget as UX designers. And even if you are a seasoned professional, it's helpful. And if you're a beginner, then it's definitely helpful for you. So download it for free, and definitely go on my Facebook and just contact me and let me know what you think about it going forward. Take care. On how you can stand out as a UX designer. Coming up, you're going to learn some key. Do your thing, man. Come on.